Is it just me? Or are you sick and tired of those people that always have to be right? Don't look around the room right now. I know they're over there, but you know what I'm talking about. Let's have a discussion about it. Abundant Life Nation, how you doing? Carrie Pope. Listen, they always have to be right. Why? I have done couple counseling therapy sessions, and I deal with couples where it's always somebody that has to be right. They're never wrong. They have every revelation there is. They just blessed by God to always be right? No. We're going to talk about 3 reasons why persons that always have to be right struggle with being wrong. And I guarantee you that the person I'm talking about that you know of, or even maybe yourself, you're going to be able to see those reasons, and hopefully you'll put an end to it starting today. Number 1, anxiety. The anxiety of abandonment as a child, as a teenager, follows into their adult life. And most people who struggle with always having to be right and struggle with anxiety, when they feel that they're going to lose something or someone, then they puffer up with this, I'm right, you're wrong, because they're afraid of being by themselves. They're afraid that being wrong will cause you to want to leave. And if I could be honest with you, the new sexy in 2022 is acknowledging you're wrong. Ownership. Taking ownership of where you're wrong. That's sexy as heck, man. Because when you can acknowledge that you're wrong, it means that you're open to correcting that you may be right. Come on, let's be honest. Don't you love it when someone can acknowledge their errors of their ways and they're not tripping that they have to always be right, and you taking the high road when the reality is you're really over here counting how much longer you can put up with this stuff before you're out of here? Let's go to number 2. Fear of failure. This concept starts in childhood, where a parent has great expectations of their child. The child feels as though they can't fail, and failure will cause repercussions of some sort. That mentality follows a child to adulthood, and how they go to work, they always have to be right. You're never right, they're always right, because they're afraid of failing. They're afraid of the repercussions that come with being wrong. Let's be honest, guys. The person in the room right now who's always been right, lift your hand. You better not put your hand up. You know good and well you're wrong just even trying to lift your hand. We all have messed up in life. We all have failed. We all have come short of getting things right. And it's in failing that we succeed by learning from where we got wrong. When you can learn how to succeed by studying where you failed, as Thomas Edison said, I didn't fail 2,000 times, I just found 2,000 times that didn't work. That may be a greater or less number, but you get the point. When you fail and you don't have a fear of failing, that means that you're open to learn from your failures. And I'm gonna tell you something. If today you feel that you don't have room to fail because it shows some type of imperfection, or it's the repercussions of failure you're afraid of, then I need you to take a deep breath and woosah, because everybody fails. Number 3, avoid disappointments. I can never be disappointed if I'm always right? Listen, disappointments are a part of growth. You cannot grow in life without experiencing some disappointment. It's just the way life goes. When you have disappointments in life, when you have situations that causes you hurt and pain, it'll make you stop and look at and analyze life from a different set of lenses and go, you know what? This disappointment is an opportunity for growth. And so instead of me being upset and having to be right because I don't want to be disappointed, I'm actually setting myself up for disappointment by being wrong. And listen, guys, everybody has been disappointed and will be disappointed in this walk of life. And so let's look at some silver linings in failing. And I promise you, if you really acknowledge today that you are somebody who always have to be right, but maybe it's anxiety or the fear of disappointment or the fact that you don't want to fail is causing this, I promise you, you'll see the silver lining and you'll find yourself being better. So Carrie, what's this silver lining that you talk about? I'll tell you. It's an opportunity to grow. If you never know what it means to fail, then you'll never see the opportunity to grow. I remember being around people, and like I said, in this couple counseling, where this one individual is always right. They always right about what to wear, what to eat, what time we got to be somewhere. They were never wrong. And I looked at them and I said, you're miserable. miserable. You're miserable because you have to be right in everything that you don't want to acknowledge the opportunity to grow. If you want to grow in life or in a relationship, the first thing that you can, listen, this is a secret. Start accepting the fact that you don't know everything. Start accepting the fact that you fail. Start accepting the point and acknowledging that disappointments, you live on that avenue, down that street. Because when you do that, what you're doing is you're saying, I'm a candidate for growth. Growth in life, opportunity to excel. You excel when you fail. You can put it on a t-shirt, I don't mind. You can put that on a t-shirt. You excel when you fail. Why? How? Because now I'm open. I done hit rock bottom, I've crashed and I burned. So now the only thing to do is rebuild, but rebuild with knowledge of what did not work versus a lie saying it worked, knowing deep in my heart it did not. Let's be real. Failing sucks. It's uncomfortable, it hurts, but guess what, guys? It is what we need. It's the fertilizer to growth. So let me give you 3 aspects to help you grow. Number 1, ask questions. If you fail, acknowledge your failure, and then ask questions of how to be better, okay? What I had to learn is this. When I fail at something, I know what I know, right? But I'm trying to learn what I don't know that caused me to fail. So what do you have to do? You ask the teacher the question and explain how you got your answer and have them walk you through the process. Look at life like a math problem. There's a formula to everything in life. But in order to understand the answer, you have to understand the formula and walk it step by step and not take shortcuts, because taking a shortcut will cause you to get it wrong. So in life, ask questions. Know what you know. If what you know is correct, stand on it. But that which is incorrect, ask questions. Figure out where you messed up, implement the new change, and with humility, move forward. Next, explore alternative methods. For instance, we do know that 2 + 2 is 4, but we also know that if you take 1 from 5, you get 4. There are alternative methods to getting to the answer, and you gotta be open to them. If all you say is, you're wrong, 2 + 2 is 4, that is correct. But there are alternative ways of getting to the answer. Any control freaks like me that go to Control Freak 101, Control Freak Anonymous, we have to be right, meaning we have to do it our way. I had to learn, and Rebecca's been a great teacher in helping me learn that, you got to learn how to pull back and let go of the reins and let people help. People are willing to help you and help you accomplish great things, but you got to know that, as I stated earlier, 2 + 2 is 4. But 1 from 5 is 4 as well. They have ways of getting to the answer just like you. But while you pull back and relinquish control, you'll find life get a little easier because you're not trying to drive, you're sitting back and letting them do it, and you're cruising and enjoying the trip. Last, fail like a scientist. What does that mean? Scientists have what's called hypothesis, an idea about a situation, right? So they write it down, and now they test the hypothesis to see if it's fact or if it's something that they got to go back to the drawing board. We don't like to do that in life because that means I got to prove what I said. I got to prove what I believe in. And can I be honest with you? There's a lot of things in life that we need to apply this hypothesis mentality to, so we can stop thinking that we are the only ones with the answer, that we are the only one that is right. Well, how about this one? We're the only one that's going to heaven because we have Christian values and views, but then these other religions ain't going. But on a serious note, hypothesis of life is important, that you can try what you believe in. If it's proven to be true and factual, work with it. But if you find out that your hypothesis of life is not real, throw it in the trash can and start over. Don't believe in a lie that your lie becomes truth and the truth becomes a lie. That is not how God gets down. And you got to stop letting that be a part of your everyday life because it's not working. The core of who you are as a person is beautiful, but it would be even more beautiful if you acknowledge you're wrong versus always saying you're right. So, time out for always being right. It's time to grow. Remember, to excel, we must fail. It's time for you to release the fact that you think you know it all and realize something. I don't know everything, and there's always room for improvement starting today. All right, Abundant Life Nation, inbox me, write me. Authentically Me is waiting on you, the self-esteem course, because I'm going to tell you this right now. People who are struggling with acknowledging that they're wrong is because their self-esteem is low or is inflated, and you need to get worked. So take the course. Sign up today. The link is in the description. Authentically Me, course on self-esteem and how to improve. I'll see you on the next video. Let me know what you think. Take care, Abundant Life Nation. Bye-bye.